Hey, what's up guys? In this video, I'm going to show you how to remove the roof antenna on a 2017 Honda Civic. In order to take out the antenna, we have to access the back side. So we're going to have to remove part of the headliner. We're going to have to drop it down. And to do that, we're going to have to remove a few of these things in the back here that hold it on. And we're going to start out by removing this upper handle on the headliner. What you gotta do is fold down the handle, and we're gonna have to remove both of these caps. And to get these caps off, you're gonna have to use a tool that has a kink in the end, something like this, because you have to come up in the top here, and we're gonna have to pry down on the cap, and flathead just won't cut it. This is actually a radiator hose removal tool. You can find these on Amazon. I'll link to it in the description below where you can find these. Basically what we're going to do though is there's little notches cut out on both sides of the cap. You're just going to want to push it in the side and don't pry just yet. We're just going to push it in, and then we're going to go over to the other side and push it in, and then coming from the top and just create a little gap. And I know this is gonna mark up the cap a little bit, but I mean this is the only way I've figured out how to get these out without breaking them. So it's gonna mark it up a little bit, but that beats the alternative. So once you've gone all the way around and just pressed it in each side, you're gonna want to go back around and do it again, and just wiggle it a little bit this time. Don't really pry yet. You're just trying to gain a little bit of room each time. If you try to rush and start prying real heavily on it right away, you're definitely going to break it. So just give it a little wiggle, and then back around to this side, same thing. Just keep working it out. You're gonna feel it get looser and looser, and eventually it'll come out, but you just gotta be patient. And there we go, got it out. So it's pretty tedious and it's really easy to break, but if you take your time, you can get them out without breaking them. So now we'll do the back one. Start on the side again. And there you go. And then once you get to this point, just use one hand and pull out on the handle, and then in the other hand use your tool again, and you'll see this metal bracket. While you have pressure on it, just push up on that tab and then down on the other one. Whoops, let me do it again here. And it releases it. And do the same on this side. And there you go, that's how you get it out. And obviously you're going to want to do the other side also. Next we're going to take out this rear light. Take a small flathead, and you can see there's just little grooves that are notched in here on the lens. Just get it between the lens and the plastic and pry down. Same with the other side. And it pops this lens right off. And then in here is 2 Phillips bolts, or you can also use an 8mm socket. and then just unplug it by pushing down this little tab on the end and pulling directly out. And on the back side of the headliner, there are these clips. Just use a clip tool and get underneath it and pry it out. Same with the other side. And these are also available on Amazon, and I'll link to these in the description below too. Next, we're gonna have to remove these side panel trims, and to do that, pull down on this rubber seal and remove it all the way till you get to the B pillar. And then right here, there is one of those airbag clips that needs to be, instead of being pulled out on to release, it needs to be hit with something. So we're gonna use a rubber mallet, and I covered my rubber mallet in a towel because it leaves residue behind when I hit things with it. So just take it and tap on the pillar right here, and to check to see if it went in, pull out on it, and there's the clip right there. I have a video on how to reset these clips too, so you can reuse them. I'll put that link in the description below also. But once you have this off, just pull out on the trim, and it comes right out. And do the same on the other side also. Next, we're gonna have to drop down the back seat in order to give as much room to get our head back behind here so we can look up and behind the headliner. So come around to the trunk and pull both of these seat levers. And then just pull on the seats and drop both sides down. And then this is a shot from inside the headliner. Apologize for the shakiness. It's really tight. It's gonna be hard to film. But that's the nut that we're gonna want to take off. So you're gonna want to get a socket, a 17mm socket, and it usually just takes a few turns to get it loose. And then the rest of it can be taken off just by hand. And take note, when you go to put this back on, that part of the nut needs to be on the back side. You can see a slot, it needs to be on the back side of the antenna. And then this wire that comes down from the antenna, it goes down along the back side here, and there's just tape holding it on. You just pull on it and the tape releases. And there's a couple spots where you're gonna have to do that. Again, I apologize for the filming. It's just really tight right here. All right. And the wire goes behind that pink wire. So it's these wires here. You pull down on the wires again, and it releases the clip from this white part. And these are the two plugs that we need to unplug. So this one is just push on this tab and pull out, and same with this one, the tab's right there. Pull out, and then just feed these wires kind of back up towards where the nut was. And then from here, just wiggle the antenna and pull directly up on it, and just feed the wires out as they come out of this hole. And that's it, guys. The antenna's out. Thanks for watching.